You know.
Why don't you get the intermediate stories I tell my kids when they're around 10 or 11?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the little raccoon that wore fishnet stockings.
Hold on, please. Come in. Oh, no.
It's the story guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the salesman that sells from both sides of the desk.
This sounds like Tinkley Sam from Sales Boys and Girls.
Yeah.
Oh,
How are you?
Oh, that's so true.
Doing good, Sammy. How are you?
Listen, are we talking like little kids now?
Yeah.
What do you mean talking like little kids?
What are you doing, Sam? What are you doing?
Well, I heard you talking about children's stories,
Oh, boys and girls.
and I thought I'd bring in the appropriate music.
Well, I like that.
I like
Sammy.
the yes, but that's
Yeah.
enough of it. Thank you very
No,
much.
let her roll. I like
No,
that.
that's enough. Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Oh, man, right into the da-da, too.
I'm sorry. I don't know why.
You know, it's strange y'all should be talking about children's stories because,
How's that, Sam?
well, I have a special little children's story I tell my little boy every night.
You're kidding me.
All right, Sammy.
You tell little Samuel Mezzanine.
Little
Puppy?
Samuel Mezzanine, yeah. You know, you've heard the little children's story about the little engine that could.
Uh-huh.
Where it says,
that's a
I
great
think I
story.
can, I think I
I think
can.
I can.
You're trying to get up the hill, pulling
yeah,
all that
I have
dough.
told my kids that story I don't know how many times.
Of course, in the Poteet home, we've changed it up a little bit.
Oh,
Wait
excuse
a
me.
minute. Yeah, huh?
You're kidding me.
Yeah, we have. Well, see, every night before dinner and after, well, it's before dinner and after we hang up the trapeze in the master bedroom.
Wait a minute.
Is that the crow play the one with the leather straps hanging down?
With the velvet handles.
Stop it.
You know the one I'm talking.
Yeah,
Stop
baby,
it.
I need to borrow
Yeah.
that
Stop it.
in there.
Stop
I'll
it.
give it back to you.
I
Stop
appreciate
it.
Yes,
Stop it.
You kept it for years.
Stop it. This is a children's story you're fixing to tell?
Well,
for
see,
your
little Sammy and me go out on the veranda for a smoke and a story. See,
Wait a minute. He's smoking already?
No, he's not.
well,
no.
he just smokes a little cigar.
No,
Okay,
you
yeah,
can't
the
say
little
that.
bitty
Stop
one,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, all
Cigar,
right.
yeah.
And his
Little-
favorite story
Uh-huh.
is, of course, the little caddy that could. It goes something like this.
Okay.
Once upon a time,
Uh-huh.
there was a two-door Eldorado with fender skirts, curb feelers,
Mercy.
and a police scanner.
Uh-huh.
And it was this caddy's job to go down to the city and round up all the little TVs and VCRs who didn't have homes. Then, after he rounded up all the little TVs and VCRs and cameras and that kind of stuff, and
Sure.
he'd take them up the hill to the Sellerman Hook'em Pawn Shop.
Sure. Find them a home, right?
The Sellerman Hook'em Pawn Shop?
The Sellerman Hook'em Pawn Shop.
Uh-huh.
Well, one dark and stormy night,
Uh-huh.
the ignition wires that were hanging down under the steering wheel burned and fused together,
Mercy.
Uh-huh.
rendering the Eldorado impotent.
Is that right?
Yeah, kind of dead in the road.
I hear you,
we
yeah.
know
We've
about
been
impotent.
there.
We've heard the
Uh-huh,
commercials there.
Yeah.
Well, all the little TVs and VCRs were very upset
Uh-huh.
because they knew if they were still there by morning, they'd turn into evidence.
Come on.
So they became very frantic.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Just then, a big Lincoln limo pulled up.
Uh-huh.
Mercy.
They jumped up and said, "Please, Mr. Lincoln, would you push us up this hill?"
Uh-huh.
Mr. Lincoln said, "I haul fancy people around, and I don't have the time nor the inclination to haul your grimy little electronic butts nowhere." And off he went.
Oh, come on.
Well, time went by, and several vehicles came by, but no one wanted to take him up the hill.
Uh-huh.
And just as they was about to resign themselves to spending 30 days in the police impound,
Uh-huh.
a little Cadillac Cimarron pulled up.
Come on.
He was in a happy mood,
Uh-huh.
and after slugging down a tank full of high-octane unleaded, he was rather talkative.
All right.
He looked over at the TVs and VCRs and said, "How you doing?"
What did he say, Sam?
He said, "How you doing?" Well,
Uh-huh.
they all jumped up and said, "Please, Mr. Cadillac, we've got to get to the top of the hill.
Uh-huh.
Will you take us there?" He said, "I think I can. I think
I
I
can.
There you
Sure,
go.
there's the little train that could.
So
Yeah.
he started pushing up the hill.
No, he pushed up the hill.
All the time saying, "I think I can. I think I can." And just as they got to the top of the hill,
Uh-huh.
the little caddy's 4-speed overdrive transmission slipped a clutch. And down the hill they plunged,
Uh-oh. No.
over a guardrail and into the river.
Oh, that's horrible. What kind of story is that?
Where the last words the caddy said were,
Uh-huh.
"I knew I couldn't. I knew I didn't. I knew I couldn't."
That's a...
You tell your kid
You tell
that.
your kid that story?
Well, he usually falls asleep before they hit the river.
I hear.